Hey everyone, Kevin here. Today I have a challenge, breaking down the entire stimulus package in 5 minutes. That is all 13 ways you can get free money from the government. You don't even need a crossbow, and you don't even need a pickaxe. And afterwards, you'll get your gold star. So let's get started, as long as you hit the like button. Number 1, this one will probably apply more when things get back to normal, but ordinarily, if your employer gave you $5,250 towards your student loan debt, you'd have to pay taxes. You might have $3,700 left to pay off your student loan debt. It's like getting paid. You get paid, you pay taxes. Well, the government in the stimulus package came in and said, hey, don't worry about having to kind of reduce your income by any tax. We'll let the employer give you $5,250, which you can apply completely to your student loan debt, and you'll pay no taxes. Your employer will pay no taxes, and everybody wins. And you could do this any day in 2020, which includes the last day. Hopefully things are better by then. Number 2, the CARES Act allows you to donate up to $300 in donations as a tax deduction or reduction in your income, which means you save money on taxes, even if you take the standard deduction. If you don't know what the difference is between the standard deduction and itemizing your taxes, you probably take the standard deduction, and this applies to you. So don't worry so much about this. You get a $300 deduction if you donate up to $300, which ordinarily, if you take the standard deduction, you would not get. Number 3, if you happen to have a 401k plan with your employer, you can now borrow up to $100,000 between March 27th and about September 26th. As always, anything in this video, consult with a CPA or proper professional to verify, but I believe these are the dates. You can borrow this money against your 401k penalty-free, and if you repay it within 3 years, you don't have to pay any taxes or penalties. Which this means this might be the perfect time for you to borrow against your 401k, find somebody who's getting foreclosed on, and get a good deal in real estate. Go hunting for those foreclosures and those short sales, and in order to get prepared, make sure you join me in my real estate investing course, linked below, or you could join me live every day the market is open at 9 a.m. If you have not yet heard about a health savings account, now might be the time to check this out because they have greatly expanded deductions available within the health savings account. This basically makes some expenses that are medical related deductible. See, ordinarily you go to the doctor and you pay $100 for a copay. You gotta make like $130, pay taxes, and then you got $100 to spend. If you use a health savings account and you have qualified medical expenses, now including menstrual products for ladies, you could basically be getting a tax deduction for spending money on medical expenses. Check out the health savings account. My favorite is linked below. Number 5, in the event that you are jobless, you can now get $600 per week for up to 13 weeks on unemployment, whether you are an employee or were an employee or you're self-employed, independent contractor, Uber driver, you name it, you could claim up to $600 per week in unemployment benefits for up to 13 weeks, plus whatever your state offers. This means if you're in the state of Florida, you get like $885. If you're in New York, you get over $1,100. This is really good. State benefits last for 39 weeks, and to apply, you want to go to your state's unemployment website. Also, sometimes the UI or unemployment insurance website. Just to be clear, through your state, you'll get both the federal and state unemployment insurance. You've probably already heard about number 6, the stimulus checks. If you filed your 2019 and 2018 taxes, you should be getting your stimulus check either mailed to you or through direct deposit if you put your banking information on your tax return. If for whatever reason you did not put your banking information on your 2019 or 2018 1040, that's your tax return, page 1 and 2 of that form, then wait for the week of April 13th. The IRS is expected to announce and release a portal so you can put your direct deposit information on that website. And also, if for some reason you're not sure how much money you're getting, I'll link a calculator down below. Use that calculator, put your information in, boom, you'll know right away. You don't have to worry about all the other crap or calculations that way, just use the calculator. Number 7, if you're an employee and have not yet heard about the mandatory leave required for almost all businesses, some exceptions for employers with less than 50 employees, you are mandated to receive 10 days of paid leave at 100% of pay if you are sick, up to $5,100, 10 days at 67% of your pay if you have to take care of children or a child, up to $10,000, 10 days at 67% of your pay if you have to take care of a family member, up to $2,000. Mandated employer paid leave. Main Street loans. These are loans to mostly small to medium-sized businesses with no more than 10,000 employees or no more than $2.5 billion in revenues. So in other words, a lot of companies are going to be able to take advantage of this. You do have to take out a minimum of $1 million though. So this isn't going to be a loan for us, but we might be able to benefit by investing in certain small cap stocks, which you could find on like the Russell 2000 index. Some of my tops right now, Cheesecake Factory and Dave & Buster's. No, it's not Playboy. Play is Dave & Buster's. These Main Street loans create a perfect safety net to prevent companies like this from going into bankruptcy. Maybe, no guarantees obviously, but that could create an investment opportunity. Number 9, tax day for pretty much everybody in corporations and everything now is pretty much July 15th, which is awesome because that's kind of like getting an interest-free loan from the government if you own taxes for another 90 days. If you're getting a tax return, don't worry, tax returns are not being delayed. Number 10, if you're self-employed, have a side hustle or small business, and you have not yet applied for your EIDL loan grant, you could get up to $1,000 per employee, up to a total of $10,000 simply by filling out a form that'll take you less than 5 minutes to fill out. If you are self-employed and you have no employees, don't worry, you can still apply. Self-employed counts. And whether or not you fill out the form as a business with something known as an EIN or not, don't worry, they will check your personal credit. So make sure your personal credit is not frozen. There is a section, no matter whether or not you use the EIN, for you to put your personal social in. But if your credit's frozen, you'll end up getting screwed like I did. If you have employees and you have retained them, you would be eligible for an employee retention credit, which is basically $5,000 of free money. It's a little bit more tricky how they make this happen. Basically, it's up to $10,000 in payroll, and you get to adjust your payroll I could keep going all day long. Basically, you're getting a $5,000 credit against the payroll taxes you're supposed to be paying. Here's almost everybody's favorite right now, the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, which gives you a loan up to $10 million. That is written at a 1% interest rate, and it is forgivable. The loan is forgivable as long as you were affected by the outbreak, and the money, the proceeds you get from the loan, are spent on 75% payroll expenses and 25% on other expenses. This works as well if you're self-employed. Just make sure you read the loan description because there are a whole lot of rules around exactly what you can spend money on and what you cannot spend money on. I've got more videos. I'll link them down below to make this easier for you. Number 13, we have something called the Qi P Tax Deduction. This is really for rich mega landlords who own hotels, commercial leases, commercial properties. I'm pretty sure that residential activities do not apply, but basically you could make large improvements to properties like putting a new roof on a hotel or remodeling the inside of a leasehold estate and get a big fat tax deduction and an accelerated tax deduction and have some loss limitations removed. Definitely talk to your CPA about all this stuff though. If you're confused on anything in this video, any one of these 13 items, I've made a lot of extra videos, more detailed videos, especially some on specifics for all of these different items. Check those links down below for those other videos. You'll find those links right below the link to get your 2 free stocks with Webull when you deposit $100. And you can also get a free quote to life insurance using this amazing insurance company that makes that super, super easy in the link down below. Thanks so much, everybody. Cheers, and we'll see you next time.